Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another episode of my MotoGP 18 Career Mode. And today we are here for round number 16, I believe, for the Japanese Grand Prix at Motegi. And if you guys did miss the last episode at Thailand, then do check that one out by clicking the card in the top right hand corner of your screen, especially because it's a very important episode and it has quite big implications on the championship. So do also go check that one out before coming back to this one. Now, spoiler alert, giving you fair warning, for this episode, we are still P3 in the championship, as you can see on the right hand side. However, we've won the last two races. So with that being said, the gap at the championship has actually come down quite a bit. You can see we are 50 points behind Dovi, which is essentially 2 race wins, and Dovi falling off twice, and we are 12 points behind Marquez. Now, realistically speaking, there was an AR patch a little while ago, and I came last, and I fell off at Misano. That was 3 races ago, and since then I've won the last 2. If I'd not had that result at Misano and picked up that 0, I definitely would have been ahead of Marquez now and be second in the championship. I mean, a lot closer to Dovi. However, that crash ultimately proved pivotal, and you know we are nowhere near for championship contention. With 4 races to go, it's going to be near impossible. So we're just going to have to hope for the best. Really, we're relying on Dovi having a crash in one of the 4 races, and that's probably not going to happen. So yeah, all in all, just going to try our best. Ultimately at Misano, I never really had the pace anyway to score any big points. So yeah, you know, it's just one of the things. But again, Motegi's a track that I don't love. I don't mind it, but I don't love it, put it that way. And I certainly don't hate it either. It's just one of the tracks that are just there in the middle. It's one that I've an okay pace at. I've not been spectacular or very poor. I've been sort of average, so I'm expecting more of the same. So whether we can compete for the race win, I'm not really sure. I'm expecting to struggle a bit in this one. I'm not sure why, but that's the feeling I'm getting. But we'll find out shortly when we jump into qualifying. And speaking of which, let's get into it. Let's see if we can get into automatically Q2, or will we have to face Q1? Right then, straight into qualifying. Good news, and practice went well. We smashed all the programs, and also we was fastest in practice by only 2/10 though. It was pretty close. Dovi was second, and Vinales was third. So let's see how it goes in qualifying. We've definitely got some pace. It's a tricky circuit though, so to get the perfect lap is going to be a challenge. But I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how things shape up, and let's get into Q2 and see where we line up on the grid. Oh damn it! Bit of a slow crash. I was pushing the limits too much there. Under braking on my first attempt. We'll try again. Oh, we've got a benchmark down. Now I can try and push and improve my pace here. Oh, crap. That was such a good lap as well. Jeez, man. Right, out the final corner, we've finally got a decent lap together. Let's see where this puts us in the pile. We could go fastest. Yes, it is. Straight to the top. Very good lap. Fastest of everyone. Very good. And I think I can go a little bit faster. So let's try and improve. Oof, that was not the one though. I'll come in for fresh tyres and try again, but we can definitely improve on that lap. That was an even better lap. Nice and tidy that time around. Very little mistakes. Up to the line, and we improved to a 41.4, and that is all she wrote for me. What a lap that was.
That's the end of the second and last qualifying session, and we can finally see the grid positions that await us in tomorrow's Grand Prix. We are moving to the starting grid, while the cameras are showing us the riders concentrating before the start of the race.
It is race time here at Japan, and let's see what happens. I think for a change, I'm going to go for something different. I'm going to run some soft tyres, I think. I'm going to run a soft and a medium rear, I think. That's what I'm going to go for. Something different, I think. It might backfire completely, but, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try and make it work. Actually, I might go a hard rear. I'm going to go soft front, hard rear. I'm going to take a risk. Try something different this race. Hopefully it pays off and we can have a bit more of a sticky front end. But overall, first place, things are looking good. It's going to be a tricky race, I think. Race pace has always been a bit more of a struggle for us, so let's see what happens. But hopefully we can still be leading by in the lap 1 and try and control the race if we can, like in Thailand and also in the race before that, which I cannot actually remember. But let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if we can try and convert this pole position into a race win. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix.
With the riders on the starting grid, the countdown begins until the lights go off. Just a few moments to go, and the Japanese Grand Prix will begin.
Right then, assists off. Let's get ready for the 5 red lights here at Japan. Lights out and away we go. It's not too bad, I can work with that. That's not too bad of a start. That's definitely one of my better ones. Dovi, as per usual, an absolutely godly start. Just cannot stop this guy. I made a last minute change. I switched to a medium rear at the end because I just wanted that extra bit of tyre grip. Hopefully it pays off, but soft front, medium rear. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely done dirty here. Vinales has made the move. We're P3 for now. Dovi leads the way. Let's crack on with it here. And let's see what we can do. We've got Pedrosa on the inside. Marquez right behind. Give me a little nudge there. Down at P4. Carrying the speed through 130R. Up the inside. Oh yes, it's a nice move. I'm very good through the corners here, but I am piss poor on the braking. Oh my god, that's very hot. Extremely hot. We're nudging Pedrosa here. Down to P3. Hot again. Very hot. On the power nice and early though. We're going to get a chance to come back at Pedrosa here, I think. I'm not great in the brakes. This is the sort of corner where I really struggle to match the AI's braking prowess. I mean, look at Marquez from absolutely miles back. He's just done me. Oh my god, that was a bit naughty. We've held on. That's really compromised my line though through the final corner and put me on the back foot. Down to P4 now. God damn it, I just cannot. The new AI with the patch, they're super quick now, but they're so stupidly aggressive. Like, they just disrupt your rhythm all the time. You cannot get any sort of pace going, and it's so infuriating. At the moment though, we've got a little bit of breathing space, a little pocket of space it seems, so we can try and work here and also push by keeping our tyres in the window. This is an experiment to see if I can run something. Oh my god, Dovi's gone. Dovi's crashed. What? That is massive for the championship. I was saying, I want to see if I can try and keep these tyres. This is an experiment because the hard tyre all the time, I can notice it's compromising me in some races. So this is basically something to learn for maybe next season. But right now, Dovi's hit the deck. The stakes for the championship are massive now that he's gone down. So we need to start getting our pace together and trying to pick up the positions. P2 straight away, getting past Pedrosa. Up next is Maverick Vinales. Let's try and get past him and take the lead of this race, because all of a sudden this race now means a hell of a lot more for the championship. Fast as that. Faster than Vinales by a tenth. Very hot into turn 1 though. Got to be careful with that. We're going to get the exit though out of 2 and make up for lost time. That's the good thing about MotoGP. If you get a wide entry, you can get a much better exit. Dovi's already recovering. He's up to P11, but he's still going to lose a lot of points here, which is good news. We need to keep it together. Vinales almost hits the deck. That's going to put him on the back foot through here as we get the power on nice and early. We're going to pull to the inside. Can we get it done on the braking? It's going to have to be a late move. Compromised line. Not where you want to be. However, we are going to be close now, going to 130L, which is where I'm very strong at. That's where we passed Pedrosa. We're going to get on the inside this time. And then around the outside. And we're into the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix. Oh, Vinales though. Give me a little bit of a bump there. I'm on the grass. That's not where you want to be. Bit of an aggressive move there from Maverick, in all fairness, but like I said, the AI are stupidly aggressive now, so to be expected. So far, tyre wear is looking pretty good. Tyres seem to be holding up quite nicely, better than I expected, so we can definitely work here, which is good news. Oh, Pedrosa's hit the deck from P3. He was battling with Marquez, so he's gone down. Marquez now P3. Championship rival also recovering positions here, but right now it's myself versus Maverick, it seems, for the race lead and the race win. Okay, we're staying close to Maverick here, but right now Marquez lost a lot of time with the Pedrosa incident, and now Dovi I think has fallen off again, because he was as high as P6 just a moment ago. I saw him flash up on the screen, and now he's back down to P17, so Dovi has had another crash, I think. Turn 4, the AI seem to struggle a lot. Again, Vinales getting a poor run, which puts me right on the back of him here. It's definitely me versus Vinales here for the race win. We are miles ahead of anybody else, so it's all about staying composed. I'm not rushing into anything here. I'm trying to keep my tyres. I want to remain patient. I'll make the move if it occurs naturally, like now we might have a chance. But I'm not going to force the issue here. This time I'm going to make sure Vinales doesn't get on the inside and pushes me wide. Let's see if we can defend this position now. We've taken the race lead, but we still need to compose ourselves. A long way to go yet in this race. A lot of tyre saving is going to be needed, and a lot of smooth riding required. But right now, we're doing a good job. A little bit hot into the hairpin that time round, not ideal. I'll pick up the exit speed, so it's okay. But Vinales is going to be right on the back of me, and he might have a go down to this brake zone, which is where I'm pretty weak. I'm not great into here. Late on the brakes, Vinales back up the inside, as expected. I'm not great on the brakes through there. However, through here, I'm pretty damn good as we got the inside of Vinales again. Oh my god, Vinales, mate. Jesus Christ, just so aggressive. On the power, onto the home straight yet again. Vinales has really been aggressive here with the rear overtakes. It's absolutely ridiculous. I want to go straight up the inside of turn 1 here and give him a little taste of his own medicine, because he's been way too aggressive with me lately, so have some of that and suck on them apples. Let's try and pull away here. I'm starting to lose my temper a bit. There we go, in clean air into the 41s. The sort of race pace I know I can do. Fast up at the Grand Prix, setting the standard here, and overall starting to dominate this race. Another 141, this time a 0.9. Not as fast as last time, but still much faster than the AI, and putting some distance between myself and Vinales here. Dovi now up to P7, he's really recovering here. Incredible recovery drive from the main man, but still P7. We're going to get some good points back on him, which is good news. Dovi's back down to P11, I've just noticed, now P12, as Rins re-overtakes him. So Dovi not out of the woods just yet, he's still in some battles, which is quite interesting. So he's sort of fluctuating. There must be a massive midfield group, and if you make one mistake, you're going to lose a handful of positions. 2 laps to go, the pace has now dropped off a bit. I've sort of backed off. I'm keeping the gap to Vinales, and also trying to keep my tyres, which I've done a good job at. My tyres are still in good shape, and to be fair, these softs and mediums feel a lot better worn out than the hards do, so this experiment might have actually paid off, and I think I might run with it to the end of the season. I can definitely feel now the tyres are starting to go. My front end's starting to buckle a little bit, and my rear tyre also not really helping when I rear brake. So the rubber is definitely getting slim, and I can notice the pace slipping away from me. Also, I'm putting a lot more wheelies, and Vinales, as a result, is starting to edge closer to me. But last lap of the Grand Prix, I think I've got it pretty much under control. Just got to make sure I make no mistakes on this last lap. Right, last heavy braking zone. Let's make sure we get it right. There we go, nice and tidy. Dovi's still P9, which is good news. Marcus is P3 as far as I'm aware, but it doesn't matter. We are going to come through the final chicane, nice and steady. Victory corner, more appropriately named. And there we go, up to the line. We're going to win 3 races in a row and making yet another win and a massive step towards the championship. Could it happen? Could it happen? Let's look at the final race results and championship standings.
Before we go to see the party at the podium, let's take a look at the MotoGP class final results.
And there we have it then. We win ahead of Vinales, who gets a very good second place, and Marquez in P3. Zarco also P4, good result for him, ahead of Lorenzo, Miller, and Dovi ultimately finished in P7 ahead of Iannone. So there's your top 9. And I think Valentino, I'm guessing, probably finished 11th. Oh, he finished 11th. He was battling with Lorenzo, so he must have fallen off or something. But you can see that pack from Lorenzo all the way down to pretty much Crutchlow it was all just shifting around there, so it was all really close on track. In terms of the Rider Championship though, we take a massive step forward, 34 points to Dovi, and there's 3 races left. 3 points behind Marquez also, so right now, you never know, it could happen. There's 75 points up for grabs. It is touch and go. It's still going to be very hard. We need Dovi to have another poor race, you know, because even when he does fall off, he still finishes P7, which is ridiculous. So we need to have Dovi to have another poor race, but you never know. We just need to keep winning these races. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, though, we are 36 points behind Ducati and 7 behind Honda, so we are making progress. And finally, in the Team Championship, as always, we remain in P4. The only change, actually, for a change is KTM actually overtake Avintia there for 9th spot. But overall, those are your standings and the final race results, and now we're going to move into the bike development. Right then, we have 28,800 points to spend, so I think it's only right we do some brake upgrades. Now, I think brake power and aggression is going to be massive for us, and then I'm going to go for modularity as well. Try and improve the braking so we can be a little bit better on the brakes, because that's something that I've noticed we are struggling with a little bit lately, so hopefully that works out for us. A double upgrade for the next episode. It's pretty much 2 upgrades per race now as we go through the practice programs. But overall, a very good episode, guys. I actually really enjoyed that race. I'm quite proud of the performance. You know, I rode really good there on those more aggressive tyre choices, and it paid off. So a big step towards the championship was my reward. And hopefully you guys did enjoy that episode of the MotoGP Career Mode. If you have, then drop a like on the video. Do get subscribed for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content. Turn on notifications to not miss a single video from me. And finally, check out these 2 videos on screen if you have missed. And other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.